moment on this conference that I went for in Nairobi, when the South African Minister of Transport stood up in the gathering where there are political parties from all over the world, and he said to me, he said, I want to applaud Liberia because your election was so tight, hotly contested, and President Boakai only defeated President Weah less than 30,000 votes. And yet, President Weah conceded. He said, you people should continue that democracy. I was proud. I'm going to say anyway, therefore, President, we have to concede and keep our democracy on the path it is. It's something, of course, I'm proud of, and I'm happy he did that. I will praise him any day for that, because not many Africans can do that. Look, let's stop all these political noise. When people do something good, praise them. He could have stayed in power like other people. Yes, he could have done that.
Barack Obama said,
when President Boakai
change, yes, we can. And I, George, we have said, power to the people. Yes, we must. Fellow citizens,
get ready for a historic gathering of unity, leadership, and vision. The Congress for Democratic Change USA, or CDC USA, proudly invites you to the 2026 National Convention, now set from July 29 to August the 2nd, in the great city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, under the theme, Renewing for Results, One CDC, One Vision, One Future. This landmark convention will bring together states chapters, party leaders, diaspora stakeholders, and distinguished guests from across the United States, Canada, Europe, Australia, Liberia, and beyond. Join us for strategic policy dialogue, CDC USA leadership elections, the Diaspora Engagement Forum, and a prestigious recognition ceremony, featuring prominent voices and leaders, including Party Chairman Attorney Janga A. Cole, leading an array of party officials from Liberia, including Representative Frank Safoko Jr., Representative Bintu Masale, Representative Abu Kamara, and Representative Eugene Colley. Plenary session speakers will include Wanto Tie Wanto, Mrs. Willamida Sadie Tarp, Aisha Bolo Howard, Mamesi Kaba, Councillor Garmonde Clinton, Civicus Basigiab, and many more. And don't miss the special honoring of His Excellency Dr. George Manawia, former President of the Republic of Liberia, for his outstanding democratic leadership and commitment to peace. As Liberian artists, including D12, Takun J, Leto Abraham Moibab, aka Heaven Sent, and KZW, will spice the honoring nights with beautiful performances, followed by a soccer match between CDC USA and Poxa, with FIFA World Best George Manawia leading the CDC USA in a spectacular soccer match on Sunday. It's happening in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania from July 29 to August the 2nd. Come, let's celebrate democracy and celebrate a true icon of Liberia democracy, His Excellency Dr. George Manawia. Be a part of the movement, be a part of the vision, be a part of the future. For more information, contact your local CDC USA chapter or follow official CDC USA platform at www.cdc.usa.org or contact the convention committee at 301-383-6874. CDC USA Convention 2026. Here we come, renewing for results.
change, yes, we can. And I, George, we have said, power to the people. Yes, we must. Fellow citizens,
get ready for a historic gathering of unity, leadership, and vision. The Congress for Democratic Change USA, or CDC USA, proudly invites you to the 2026 National Convention, now set from July 29 to August the 2nd, in the great city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, under the theme, Renewing for Results, One CDC, One Vision, One Future. This landmark convention will bring together states chapters, party leaders, diaspora stakeholders, and distinguished guests from across the United States, Canada, Europe, Australia, Liberia, and beyond. Join us for Strategic Policy Dialogue, CDC USA Leadership Elections, the Diaspora Engagement Forum, and a prestigious recognition ceremony featuring prominent voices and leaders, including Party Chairman Attorney Janga A. Coe, leading an array of party officials from Liberia, including Representative Frank Safoko Jr., Representative Bintu Masale, Representative Abu Kamara, and Representative Eugene Colley. Plenary session speakers will include Wanto Tier Wanto, Mrs. Willamida Sadie Tab, Aisha Bolo Howard, Mamesi Kaba, Councillor Gamonde Clinton, Civicus Basigia, and many more. And don't miss the special honoring of His Excellency Dr. George Manawia, former President of the Republic of Liberia, for his outstanding democratic leadership and commitment to peace. As Liberian artists, including D12, Takun J, Little Abraham Moibab, aka Heaven Sent, and KZW, will spice the honoring nights with beautiful performances, followed by a soccer match between CDC USA and Boxer, with FIFA World Best George Manawia leading the CDC USA in a spectacular soccer match on Sunday. It's happening in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania from July 29 to August the 2nd. Come, let's celebrate democracy and celebrate a true icon of Liberia democracy, His Excellency Dr. George Manawia. Be a part of the movement. Be a part of the vision. Be a part of the future. For more information, contact your local CDC USA chapter or follow official CDC USA platform at www.cdc.usa.org or contact the convention committee at 301-383-6874. CDC USA Convention 2026. Here we come, renewing for results.
I'm a United Party Parisian from local country.
How long have you been selling here?
I've been selling almost 3 years. Not even 3 years, but I can't remember. But almost,
but you've been selling here for a long time.
For a very long time.
Yeah, so how was things doing President Weah Town?
It was smoothly moving. Oh, small, but for now, benefit. As you can see, since the morning, we never even sell one customer.
So since this morning,
and then
nobody has bought anything for you here?
Yes. Police can take a market. They expect you to free here.
Okay.
Since the morning, nobody number. So are you free? You are leader. I will get taken a market.
Wow. So now, will you prefer President Weah coming back?
Oh yes, I'm a United Partisan.
Yes. But now if election is here today,
I will vote President Weah.
President Weah?
Yes.
So you are United Partisan?
Yes, because of what's going on now. They're really getting on shit, yes.
Yeah, economic condition is not better.
Oh, yes.
Okay, your name again?
I'm J. Kamara.
I'm not J. Kamara.
Yeah.
Thanks for having you. So ma, how everything? How's the country with you now?
The country too hard, not allowed to eat my son. The country hard.
Wow.
Can you imagine? My children coming dre. The old shoe that on the bed, I take from there. Doing jolly time. Yeah? I will buy different things. I will come at shopping. I buy different things. But the old shoe, yeah. I come from breaking it now. I'm going to put it on and they're going to. So tell me now, what the facility now I will go on in the country? It's too hard.
So you saying that what you were promised by the Joseph Yuma Boakai government, that is not what you
nothing. I'm not saying nothing working. Nothing working, brother. I will not lie to you.
So what do you prefer now? Will you prefer George Manawia coming back?
I say I prefer 100 times. You know what I will tell you? My chicken, my dog, everything waiting. Now.
Everything waiting.
I say everything waiting to vote for Dawia.
Wow.
Yes, because I know the interest are in him, and I know that God sent him.
Okay, God sent him.
Yeah, God sent him.
So,
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So how is business going? How's business?
The business is not really improving.
So now you've been selling here for over some years, and so during the regime of George Manawia, and as compared to now under President Joseph Yuma Boakai, how can you compare business?
You can't compare it because I can remember 2017 when George Weah became president for Liberia. as of the time I start making money on my own, I even bought LDEA. But anytime you need a
business,
you can compare it, because I can remember 2017 when Joe Weah become president for Liberia. As of the time I start making money on my own, I even bought LDEA. But
Joseph Yuma Boakai, how can you compare business?
You can compare it, because I can remember 2017 when Joe Weah become president for Liberia. As of the time I start making money on my own, I even bought LDEA. But anytime you need a party, people come in power, something very hard. As you can see me, this is not my body. Things are hard. Yeah, so from the economic situation.
Going, how's business?
The business is not really improving.
So now you've been selling here for over some years, and so during the regime of Josh Weah, and as compared to now under President Joseph Yuma Boakai, how can you compare business?
You can compare it, because I can remember 2017 when Joe Weah become president for Liberia. As of the time I start making money on my own, I even bought LDEA. But anytime you need a party, people come in power, something very hard. As you can see me, this is not my body. Things are hard. Yeah, so from the economic situation, the economic situation for presently, this regime is very hard.
It's very hard.
It's very hard.
So it was quite better doing
Joe Weah time down now.
Okay?
Yes.
So if you are grading the two government, who will you grade higher past them first?
I will grade Joe Weah government 100% and this government 10%.
Okay, thank you so much. Your name again?
I'm James Fire.
James Fire. Thank you. So how is business going?
Thank God, my man, you know now.
So you said that Joseph Boakai government. So during Josh Weah, how was business with you?
Business was alright. No, we to say what this number, no business, but to say one thing that I'm playing.
Wow. So are you saying now it's better than Joseph Yuma Boakai time is higher than President Weah time?
Very, very hard. To prepare Joe Weah time, one Joe Weah again, that will come back.
So are you calling Joe Weah back? So if election is to be held, who will you vote for? Joe Weah? Wow. So if you have to grade the past regime and the current regime, how will you grade them?
The past regime, I will grade the past regime 80%, and this regime, I will grade this regime 50%.
Thank you so much. Your name again?
I'm Moses.
Moses. So like the regime of President Weah and now under Joseph Yuma Boakai, how can you compare business? How was it during President Weah time and now how it is during this administration of Joseph Yuma Boakai?
Well, the business sector now will find it difficult because of the US rates.
Okay, because of the
US rates. Because when the US go up, you find out people and to buy can be difficult. When the US rates come down, you can find the liberty plenty in the market, so everybody can buy. But for now, the US rate is high.
But what do you think is the cause of that?
Well, we can only blame the central government for that.
The government. So how is business with you currently?
The business is not going well now, because in the government we're finding more difficulty.
So during Josh Weah time, how was your business?
During Josh Weah time, at least business are going on small we're managing.
You're managing?
Yeah.
So now, if you have to compare the two,
We have absolutely no copyright with the music that is playing. Absolutely no copyright to the music that is playing. What you can do for us right now is to hit the share button. Invite as many persons as you can invite. It's gonna be wonderful. Let's take a few bars of this. Let's
All right, that's how we do right here, fellow Liberians home and abroad. We want to say welcome to each and every one of you. It's always a privilege when we have the opportunity to be on here to share the platform with all of you. We are really, really, really grateful. I want to say thank you so much. In a special way, I say welcome to all of you who continue to remain very supportive to what we do. I want to say thank you so much. Words are inadequate to express how grateful we are for all of the support that you continue to give us. We want to say thank you. We appreciate you. And I'm sorry for the distraction that sometimes, you are going to experience. And it's because in this country here, we got to be multitasking. I do so many things. So again, I want to say welcome to all of you. I want to appreciate all of you. Please hit for us the share button. Share with as many persons as you can share with. Let's have a wonderful time and let's do this together. I mean, a very wonderful time. So we can do it together, right? So just hit us the share button. Just share with friends, share with family members, and let's get ready to bring you what we are supposed to bring you, right? So please hit us the share button. I mean, share with as many persons as you can share with. Let's get started and we can do this together. I want to start like this, fellow Liberians. In order for you to make progress, in order for you to succeed, in order for you to achieve, in order for you to become victorious, you must be conscious, sorry. You must be self-aware. You must be sincere of, first of all, your limitations. You cannot progress if you do not know and work on your limitations. You cannot progress, you cannot move forward when you are insincere with yourself. Progress starts with you being sincere with your very self. In order for you to succeed, in order for you to make progress, in order for you to achieve, you must first of all acknowledge your shortcomings. You must be sincere to yourself. That's why one of the songwriters say, please be honest to yourself. You know that reggae music. I think it's Culture or so. I've forgotten his name. I think Bernie Spears. One of them. He said, please be honest to yourself. No man is an island and no man stands alone. So in order for you to be able to achieve, to make progress, you must be honest to yourself. In the absence of you being honest to yourself, you can do nothing. You can do nothing. The reason why Joseph Newman Boakai and his bunch of criminals are not going to succeed is because they are not honest to themselves. The reason why their so-called agenda called stop, don't leave it. The reason why their so-called arrest agenda will not amount to anything is because of insincerity. The reason why this issue of drugs, Joseph Newman Boakai and his cronies, they will do nothing about it is because they are not sincere to themselves, talk less of the Liberian people. And I don't want you to believe it. I will play you video for you to watch and for you to hear it. The LDEA boss. Stop. What are you doing? What are you doing? So the LDEA boss, the man who is charged with the responsibility of fighting drugs, he is not even sincere with himself or sincere with the Liberian people. It's not sincere. How will you fight drugs when you are not even sincere? That's why we continue to say to the Liberian people that this whole thing that you are looking at, the government is trying to shield people who they feel are untouchable, sacred cow. These are the kind of people that we're having around. Now, I don't want you to believe. I'm going to play the first video for you to see it. The LDEA boss had a press conference. And in this press conference, journalists was posting questions. They were posting questions. And one of the questions that were posted to the LDEA boss is the issue of ghettos. So the journalist was asking the LDEA boss, Mr. LDEA boss, you said when you took over that you were going to ensure that you tackle the issue of ghettos in the communities and in other areas. Where are we as far as ghettos are concerned? What are you doing to ensure that? Stop. Take it easy. What are you doing to ensure that these ghettos are adequately tackled in our community? The LDEA boss was brave enough to say to the journalists and to the Liberian people that as far as he is concerned, the issue of ghetto does not exist in Liberia. And all of us know what a ghetto is. It may not be the definition of how other look at it. But in Liberia, when we talk about ghettos, these are areas, basically the ghetto, where people go and smoke their opium, go and drink, take their substances, and what have you. So the LDEA boss wasn't even sincere enough to say no. This issue of ghettos, we are still fighting with it. We are still fighting with it. But the LDEA boss was brave enough to lie to the Liberian people and say, as far as we are concerned, ghetto not even in Liberia. Don't believe what I'm saying. Let's play this video for you to hear it for yourself. There should be no ghetto existing like so we now giving there's no ghetto as far as our knowledge is concerned. There should be no visible presence of ghettos in Liberia. So we should not dignify the issue of ghetto. As far as our knowledge is concerned, there should be no visible presence of ghettos in Liberia. So we should not dignify the issue of ghetto. No ghetto as far as our knowledge is concerned. There's no ghetto as far as our knowledge is concerned. There should be no there's no ghetto as far as our knowledge is concerned. There's no ghetto as far as our knowledge is concerned. There's no ghetto as far as our knowledge is concerned. There's no ghetto as far as our knowledge is concerned. You listening to the LDEA boss? Not to me, but you listening to the LDEA boss. Insincerity to the highest. For the LDEA boss to say to the Liberian people that there is no ghetto in Liberia. How do we even tackle the issue of drugs when we are not sincere to ourselves? How do we even sincerely fight this issue of drugs when we as people are still not sincere? For the LDEA boss to take a platform and is brave enough to take mic, put it to him up, and when he is asked about the challenges that the LDEA is faced with relative to ghetto, that this man will tell us, as far as they are concerned, there is no ghetto in Liberia. My people, you think where are we going with this issue of drugs fighting when we cannot sincerely admit that these are some of the challenges that we are having? This is the reason why we continue to say that the people who are responsible for the trade of cocaine and all these dangerous substances to our children are the very people who are charged with the responsibility of fighting it. Don't be deceived. They are the people. The people who you trust and say they are supposed to be the people that will fight drugs, that will clean our nation out of drugs, that will ensure that these things are not welcome in our society, are the very people who are giving it to our children. That's why I begin from the very onset with admittance. If you cannot admit, if you cannot realize, if you cannot sincerely say to yourself that this is one of the challenges we are faced with in our community, that yes, we don't want for ghetto to exist, but there are ghettos, and we must fight it holistically. We must fight it sincerely. We must be able to fight it collectively as a people. Then do you think we fight cocaine? So you think we fight cocaine? So that's the question to you. You think we will succeed in fighting this cocaine? If the LDEA boss can sit on the platform and say to you and myself, now ghetto, if I was going to say ghetto, now it's in Liberia. Not even acknowledging that this is one of the problems that we are having. Then you must know that we're not going nowhere. Joseph Newman Boakai is going nowhere on the issue of drugs. Nowhere. That everything that they own is just a peer charade, that small screen.
Mm-hmm.
You must know that we're going nowhere. Because they cannot even admit to ghetto. Those of us that were born plenty of years ago, I'm talking about 1990, that were born in before your 1990, and we saw some things and stuff like that. The ghetto were not place where people go to go sell cocaine. That area there was for smoking, your lay, whatever, your lay jamba. Those days, people go there, they smoke their cigarette and what have you, and stuff like that. But now, it has been polluted now. Cocaine there, all the saying it there. So if the LDEA boss cannot even admit that, yes, this is one of the challenges we are having. We get ghettos in our community. We get ghettos here, ghetto there. And that's why we need to tackle holistically as a people. That's why we need to be sincere to start fighting in the community. If this man cannot admit, you think the man will admit to how you call $19.2 million drugs? But fellow Liberians, we are here. And we are grateful that we've been joined by our brother. Like I said, forgive me, we are doing other work. We're multitasking here today. Everybody want to talk about the issue of Liberia. So you're just there, whatever noise you hear from the back, take it, leave it, and let's move on. But my brother Jake, I want to say welcome. Welcome to you again.
Thank you, brother. And thank you. And once again, respect and salute always. The follower, you're very important to this show. Because of you people, we are here. We're gaining a lot of numbers. So thank you again. You have to share this video. Sharing is free. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother Jake. I thought to bring this very first video so that we can just, play over it before going to our cogent issue. The LDEA boss appeared on a press conference and he was asked about the issue of ghettos in Liberia because we're talking about drugs. The LDEA boss was brave enough to look at the Liberian people. They were allowed to say, no, as far as we are concerned, we don't have ghettos in Liberia and no ghetto there. Let me play this so that you can all listen to this.
Knowledge centers you remove of knowledge centers you remove visible press of ghettos in Liberia. So we should not dignify the issue of ghetto as far as our knowledge centers you remove visible press of ghetto. We don't get to as far as our don't get to as far as our knowledge centers. They don't get to as far as our knowledge centers. They don't get to as far as our knowledge centers. They don't get to as far as our knowledge centers.
My brother Jake, you listening to the LDEA boss, the man who is charged with the responsibility of fighting drugs, telling us that as far as they are concerned, there are no drugs in No ghetto in Liberia. What is your response to this before we can go to our major discussion point?
But sorry, but the LDEA was in La La Land or Banana Republic.
My brother, that's the
People
question we
taking it,
ask
aren't they
ourselves.
taking their drugs? Aren't they taking their drugs? Presenting they taking their drugs business seriously. It just as you say, it's a flat. The lie.
No,
Prince, I think they're not taking their drugs business serious.
no, they
The
are not.
president, maybe the president finish ordering them now. You finish saying, he said, listen, you should deny everything concerning drugs in this country because big hands are inside. Prince, how can a DEA guy that was radical all the day that was cracking down on people, now he get the changing tune now? And then from the high, from the executive.
Our brother is having some technical issue, but yeah, we are. So you can see that we're going nowhere. Or not Joseph Newman Boakai. We're not going nowhere with a drug issue. Because if the people who are supposed to be fighting drugs can say to us, can I even admit to the ghettos we have in our community, the challenges, the issue of ghetto is not something that is unique to only Liberia. That is the first thing. It's not just unique to Liberia. The issue of ghetto is all over the place. Even here in the United States of America, we are
Yeah,
faced with it. And we are faced with it. It's all over the place, all over. England, they get ghetto there. Where people
yes,
can go and go do their lating. So if you cannot even admit and be sincere on there, then it means that my brother Jake, welcome back. You know, sometimes I
yeah.
know we have some
Well,
glitches from the
as he
system,
said,
but welcome back.
but the guys, they got they're not serious. But what they did their awareness for now, what they was say no to drugs now, and for the international community to help them, they were flagging it for the world to see it. Then why he denying it now? Prince, the man playing for the playboy of the United Party now. That party that came to power through last now. So they will deny everything in the corner. They believe that when you say ghetto in the community and drugs in the community, they believe that the international community will not help them. They want pin the country right. They want pin the country wrong. So that's why he's making that statement. But if you look at from the beginning, all of them were fighting drugs now. But the chief executive said no. You should put on he taking direct response from the president. So that's why he choking it on the road. So the reality that 19 million, if he's telling us that nothing will come, when the American say no, get to every part of the world, every part of the African continent, get to all these places, then you say you denying it. So they're not ready to fight drugs, Prince. But you know what they're not fighting? You know why they will not be serious to fight the drugs? Because those who are protesting say no to drugs. Why are they? Where are they?
They finish getting. You see, you said something, and I just want to expand on this a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead.
When you take your financial benefits and put it before this national epidemic,
Yes.
or let's say this pandemic, that what can happen? Some of these people that you saw in the street, all say no to drugs, all say no to drugs, that money they wanted. They
Yes.
wanted to get money in their pocket. These people are not fighting this thing from a realistic standpoint.
Thank
Some
you.
of them are only doing it because they see it as a means of getting money, like what the
Yes.
government is doing. The
Yes.
government will do that thing because they want for international people to get their money. When people get their money now, they finish with it. They are not really tackling the problem. So this is what happening. They don't care about fighting drugs. They are not raising concern. The last time I saw a lady, she was alone on the street, saying, say no to drugs, say no to drugs. Where all the other women? Where
No.
yesterday they were having t-shirt on there. When
I
they
said the
got to
people.
where we saw them, and we saw Eugene Pagone, they were saying that in the club, they were drinking beer. That's still there. Where they have,
Yeah.
what you call the t-shirt, say no to drugs.
But the police, even the police RG was in the place there, in the protest. Police RG, the president with everybody. Prince, let me tell you, the people, Prince, if the followers think deeper now, everything that passed through Honor George Weah, the protests, all these things were paid for. All of them were paid agent. What the real Liberians are, so they want to tell me job vanished now. They say they busted 90 million drugs. How many country? Disturbing the whole Liberia. And now for the people to come up. They will demand the government. You say, we march on the street here for saying no to job. But now we busted 19 million. You busted 19 million. Then you bring nobody to justice. We know about one person here. You're playing with us that this man. But they would never come on the street. Representative Mensah told them to come on the street. What nobody can get protest? Why the so-called women? This is my problem. This is my problem. That the women born these children that are taking these substances. All the beautiful mother in our country, our interest there, if they really sincere, nobody can push them. It's a awareness, serious awareness. Your children are dying. Just like engulf the whole nation. Over half a million Liberian jobs in the whole corner of that country. It's a serious problem concerning the country. People dying every day from drugs. So why are they women that get their children? Why are they not protesting now? The many peaceful protest. Come to that same Capitol building now. Now it's because the drugs were busted. Nobody. Why they can't come out now? Why they can't come out now, Prince? To tell you everything the Unity Party were doing. I was so loud. They pay people to come. That bunch of confused people. Yeah, it's so sad, eh? It's seriously sad. Nobody can come outside now. But soon as anything happens to the opposition, they're ready. Yeah. But the thing where the whole Liberians will take, the women by now, what the tap women in the country, the women that get voices in that country. Nobody can come outside. All of them mute, they're silent. They're silent. And they think crumbling the country. I said, anything we honor our George we are done. Oh, forget it. We saw a lot of protest. I said,
sure.
Your former president had the highest protest in Liberian history in 6 years' time. Highest protest. Everywhere there was just somebody here that protest. Electricity protest. I said they on the street that protest. Yeah, I said they're killing people.
My brother Jake, I listened to some of these videos. Imagine these people who say they're serious about fighting drugs. They cannot even keep the information. Then I joined the key. The people say they conduct investigation. They want us to believe that the investigation that they're conducting is credible. The investigation that they're conducting is independent. But while they're conducting the investigation, they're already on Facebook. If they cannot even keep this information while they are conducting the information.
But they leak the information, Prince. They're trying to leak the fake information, not the real information. They're leaking fake information and video to that surrogate us out of the country. That when he said then the Liberian people will follow, but the Liberian people they will not follow the particular one. No, they can never follow the particular scenario. No. Martin calling it like they say any kind of thing. Not the real story. Not the real CCTV story. No. He's just trying to cajole the Liberian people. And the Liberian people that will fall on, they will fall on it. So, Prince, we are at the crossroad. The particular government cannot fight drugs. You know why they cannot fight drugs, follower? Because they were involved in the drugs scenario during George Weah time. We have seen every time. You can see the writing on the wall now. The writing totally on the wall. It was serious. Our George Weah people were bringing drugs in the country. They will parade the Peter King guy in the Surrey Gate, whosoever that behind the particular drugs, Joseph Boakai would kneel them and parade them on national TV, so on social media. But if you look at the real, they were doing the drug story. I say everything that they accused the former government for, they the one were doing in the country. The killing them. When they will bring video, next spoon will appear in the morning, 6 o'clock. You will see Good Day Flomo and other journalists will appear, battling in the bush. So there was no natural death. There was no natural death.
Definitely.
Death.
Nothing was natural.
Yeah, but now that one.
My brother Jake, when I'm listening to people say, oh, don't politicize dating yet. Don't politicize dating. When these people get to know that we should not politicize anything, that's why I asked when they realize. When even journalists in Liberia, journalists, to the extent that they were politicizing everything. They allowed themselves to be used to the extent that some of them, instead of being objective, instead of looking at the issue from a journalistic standpoint and be able to analyze, they play everything with politics. To the extent that journalists were the ones who were spreading the information. That's for the I got and I hear the one confess the last time, oh, this is the billion here, and you are not and we just came up and we say what we had to say. He took the whole country by storm. He confessed.
And now they renowned journalists in Liberia that need and used to ring way back. They all pay agent.
And my brother Jake, the reason why I am saying we are going nowhere under Joseph Nyuma Boakai with the fight against these drugs is because the government is now approaching this thing from a sincere standpoint. Take for example, my brother Jake, you may not be an investigator, but at least you get some knowledge relative to how things are conducted as far as investigation is concerned. The man who had a drug in his house, people came and said, oh, we took the drugs from in a man house. Now they may call us say, oh, we'll go there when we take the drugs. That particular house should even be a crime scene.
Yes.
That place should even be barricaded because it is possible that there are more drugs in that particular place. It is possible that you will get information from that place that will lead to, so many other places that they are keeping drugs. But the house that you took the drugs from in, don't send police there to go and barricade the house. You ain't take paper from the court to go search the house. The people told you that down there will go for us to go collect the drugs. After 30 minutes, when the man went to the police station, your son, you said, my man, go home quickly. Go home the bottom one and go take it from there. Or just go home. And the man went to the house. The place that the drugs were, that they took the drugs from, lawyer concern, the man went back to his house.
But the damage a crime scene.
Almost a week. The man still got his cell phone here, a laptop, and whatever. Somebody must have called him. Some kind of information somewhere. But none of these things are happening. But these people want us to believe that they are conducting an investigation that is independent. Nothing you can play with all. Nothing with stupid. Thank God for technology. Thank God that we ourselves we are in a Western world. It is not just your children that yesterday used to come here. At this time now, like Jake can always say, what are now we drinking champagne, we are in higher places. We go there, we taking picture there, we walking at this area that we never dreamed of. When we were coming up, we only saw it on video. That video we saw.
Yes.
They all look at the player phone, but this time now we are there and we are interacting with people. So you can lie to us.
We want it done in. I always tell them, I'm an example. I keep on the trenches in Ghana'sville. Everybody that know me, they know my background. I was saying the truth here. I never used to eat breakfast. That's why I relate to the former president. That breakfast will not pile up. We'll wait for that one. They can be lying at our business. We will wait for that. We come from school, we'll wait for that one meal. They call that meal, we eat it, drink our water, next day we'll go and walk. So we never born with these kind of things. Majority of us, I want some of us relate with the former president. We keep on that trenches, but now it's a game changer. The man broke glass cities. I always tell people, I will see it today. The so-called illiterate, they can make it with some of us now. We want pray. That joke, I want every part of the world until they will make new era for us to go. They all will go there again. When they say we discover the functioning in the sky, yes, you're American, I'm European. anywhere. We want it done. Even at Danny, I want it done where the finest close partner said for the children, they can't even stand it. Las Vegas, then Dubai, then Qatar, then Riyadh, Paris, New York, all these places that were not dreaming. Do that doing that on a day they used to wear stupid fruit of the loom. That stupid fruit of the loom. We are wearing designer things. Then now that reality, you like it or not, and God make it happen.
The thing about it is that the world has become so small to all of us that we never thought we're going to be here. To the extent that even people who, when you read a big jet, how you call the how they can call it, I know the Burj Khalifa, that they will not even know, but these people are there.
Yes.
They get people there, you can see to the area. You read a big jet, how you call whatever, they ain't even know it, but they are there.
Yes.
They are living large. They are getting the education and the experience. So you can no longer lie to us. No.
But we're smarter than these people. Now, if you look at the whole nation, we're smarter than these people. The people are lying. They're not smart. They're not smart. They're door. I'll tell you, I said they get low IQ, low quintin. Ever then, the whole United Party. You see them. That's also and one thing. I will tell you the truth here. I can less than so then I should native people children. Let's look at the journalists. I want to get there with the journalists in the country. The front page Africa boss. Where you from? It's a native man. We not even use to eat good food. They're all stew. Sponsor where they come from. All of them are parading in our country, acting at the from the deep state or the established from our elite group. As also native people children. Native people children. Reality. Look at the legislature. Who the speaker? Who are working? All of them, you see, they cannot do nothing. So they used to be causing the conquer children and native people in power now, but they're acting like more conquer. They're acting more conquer.
Then they conquer themselves.
Thank you. All of them in power. What did they have changed there now? But then they will look at the other group. Then they look at CDC. Say door people. How you CDC that door people? You get the funniest final minister of the great state lane in modern history. Samuel D12, genius of Samuel 12, eloquent. Then you look at that kind of man. Then you say that native group name. Look at that final minister, Gafuna native man from Lofa County. Amara Conan and our wedding. Pama Kamara and our wedding. Look at the whole group. Look at that whole group that can baffle me. How do Ireland is so extra, but they were condemning because people follow George Weah. You can make it with George Weah. George Weah is a legend. I said, over 50, 70 years, I will never find somebody like George Weah again. These kind of people come one time in a generation. One time in a generation. Let me ask another question here. Since Martin Luther King left this earth here, who don't come with a Martin Luther King? I just give you an example. This generation, then you can see them one time. The great African generation, Martin Luther King, the civil rights boss, the dream guy, Prince. And we saw here, but he would get another Martin Luther King again.
Never get it.
We saw in people don't respect somebody that they can say they don't respect your prophet, your own lane. To find another job will be hard. That generation to generation before another man after he finished where he left on this earth here, you cannot find. They are our own that was at the world celebrating. Different people celebrating. They can respect this guy, but the Liberian people get the audacity. They even get nothing. They get money. All that people can be causing job we out. Now poor people, children. When I get nowhere, they see nowhere but they want you. The other footballer, where we came for that day, what we came for is silent now in the corner. That kind of native picking. Where he go nowhere in football, they were putting more on the legend. Where camera showing this man all around the world, the FIFA World Cup. He's sitting down with the FIFA boss, where a personal person. Infantino, the organization that was imagine that thing when they follow up. The organization was 6 billion. I tell you what it be. La boy que la ministre will pay New Liberia. That organization, he part it. He part it. But yeah, the member of the 6 billion, the member of the if for tonight they work him that is. Share on. You have process the thing when I be talking the thing here because get inside on the thing here. You have process the thing. So we are sitting with a $6 billion whole organization, bigger than Liberian budget. The whole time that the mayor he chair person on racism and discrimination. You not see them. You not see the main naked office in Geneva. You don't see the main office in Morocco. Well, like when people are joking, you think that Kekele, the minister, then all the guys that people doing more.
And my brother Jake, before we even go to our issue, this is why we continue to say to people, the value of a man is not only seen when he is in, let's say, the circle of wealth. It's seen when he is out there. What am I trying to say? This is somebody who left the presidency.
Yes.
Look at how he is celebrated the world over. Look at the institution that he is heading. He not president. For him to say, oh, the men are president, so they want please the men that want they can't sit down here. He is not president. Imagine Joseph Newman Boakai served as vice president for 12 years, president of the Liberian Senate, and he left from there. Where was he?
Nobody.
How you call the War Agriculture or the United Nations the food
program? Food program.
Were there any program that you saw Joseph Newman Boakai attending international program as vice president who claimed to be an agriculturalist? Were there any international program after he left the presidency that he went to go and speak? Any international engagement? Let Madam Joy Howard Taylor, the last time where she was right in Nigeria speaking to ECOWAS Parliament. No. I mean, former vice president. Because maybe somebody will say, oh, yeah, we're talking about vice president. So, former vice president, Chief Dr. Joy Howard Taylor, she was right in Nigeria there speaking to ECOWAS Parliament. Right in Nigeria. The last time she was in Morocco. I mean, speaking engagement all over the place. But did you see that for Joseph Newman Boakai?
No.
That you take our country and you put our country in your hand. The man who openly confessed that we squander all the opportunity. The man who openly confessed that he could not sustain his life while he was 12 years as vice president. He could not make any international significance while he was the how you call it the vice presidency. He was not one day called to say, look, let the man now he's not president again, he's not part of politics again. Let he can speak at any international function. Where did you see that? Where? But now I can bring you videos of Madam Joy Howard Taylor speaking to African parliaments, to women the world over, and etc. etc. You take somebody who is a non-achiever again to the country. You want for the country to go forward. Sorry, for a long time we stay inside. But my brother Jake, we listening, the guy make rounds. And let me just say this. Most of the thing that Womope said, you said it here, Jake. You said it.
Majority.
The things that you said a long time before Womope could come. You said these things. But again, we flow along with the moment. We flow along with what we have. So Womope came up and he voiced out so many things.
Too much.
Looking at some. Plenty. There get too many things. You can't take 2 hours to even talk. No. It's too plenty. But we are going to, take some.
Yeah.
Womope came up among many things. He made one very terrible and damaging accusation about the government. And I want to play this first one that I want you to listen to.
BMT they on?
Then listen
BMT they on? They think the people of all their BMT they on? They are BMT they on? They think the people of Liberia don't know them? the criminal deeds that they have struck. Even as I speak to you, I have documents, sensitive documents. I can't give out now. I have sensitive documents how they are sold out some of our important mineral deposits. I had that. The deals that they cross, the deals they try to cross with other companies in the country already. I intercepted that. It's right now in my hand. It's in my hand right now. They don't know about it, but I know it. Yeah. So they're afraid. They wanted me out of the way so they can do whatever they want to do. But I'm out of the way. So what they want to do. But I will fight. And I'm announcing a year. I'm going to fight. I don't have the means. I don't have money. But I have the capacity.
My brother Jake, so that the people understand who Womope is before you can come in. This man, even under the government of Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, he did not cease to be critical of the Sirleaf government, to the extent that he even fall out. And at a certain point in time, was on even the side of Vani Sharma. Remember when Vani Sharma was party leader of the Unity Party? He went and took the side of Vani Sharma. You know, when Vani Sharma was becoming so critical of the Ellen government, he took the side of Vani Sharma because he said Vani Sharma was speaking truth to power. So on so many occasions, he fell out with the government. People brand him as arrogant. He may have his own issue. We may have our own issue with him, and etc. But this man, he made some stagnant revelation, and you're listening to it. Somebody who helped to bring this government, they were able, like you said, to tarnish the reputation of other people to bring in this government. But here we are, this man classifying the government as a BN government, a criminal government. You're listening to him. They were fighting to take him off the way so that they can have free access to do whatever they want to do. What do you make of this? Let's hear from you.
First of all, before I go, I like this video. Like women pay for coming outside the days. It's a serious, for me, it's a whistleblower. Let me ask you a question to the followers here. A woman pay to part as an independent or to become senator for Monserrado County with Sir Joseph?
Yes,
he wanted senator or representative. Senator or representative, I know I'm driving at. Followers, let me say something to you people. This man is a serious insider. When you hear, I said it's a serious insider of the Unity Party. I don't know if this guy was planted within the Unity Party. Probably all our team were looking at. Probably this will be a double agent. Me, I look think quick. Women pay depending on something to voice up. They get some people will come outside. They will run. They will leave the country before the voice land of thing outside. If you listen to the main video, then the total interview is damaging. We can nail the government on it because why he's an insider. That the same man, Liberian people, you can still remember. He said, our natural deposit, all our natural resources. And listen carefully. They say, Wemope, I'm quoting him. He said, all our natural resources deposit, any mineral we get all around Liberia, where God gave us. He said it worth $1.2 trillion with a T. It comes from the same Wemope. Wemope was on top of setting. He was Lindsay, my minister. He saw something that nobody has seen. He saw it. Can you imagine the man telling us he get documents? Not only documents, they can get some recording. And most of the recording not in Liberia again, believe me. Most of that documents he's talking about, is not in the country. He put that document out of the country already. That particular document, the documents he's talking about, all these things that. He's not stupid to leave the document in Liberia before he come out of that document out of the country, no matter what you do to him. in somebody's hand, somebody in trust, video upon video, recording upon recording. We must pay with let this thing all during the campaign period. For me, for me, if I put my pieces together, he was double agent. He had long-term beef problem with the Unity Party, but he just play alone because everybody know him as a Unity Party former Secretary General whatsoever. For me, if you look at this guy, when they sacked this guy, he never talked first. Months and months passed before he laid everything off. So Liberian people, I'm not take his video for joke. He's an insider within the Unity Party. They were doing all the damage in our country against George Weah. And he come from a trial. And the Unity Party got rid of that godfather, Prince Johnson. Probably it could pin him to the way the Unity Party got rid of Prince Johnson. Nobody who don't know the truth alignment with him and Prince Johnson. I don't know him, they have good relationship. But he coming from a place, he coming from a deeper place. The interview, not just an interview. He go no other platform for this interview. He went on Spoon Talk. You know the reason why he went there. Liberian people. It's damaging. His interview is damaging. It can crumble. Let the United Party play like they not women pay is nothing. The only thing the sedition like to hold onto things that all. They like to take a radical side. They like to do the radical way. But the particular thing concerning our mineral, get flagged to the internet. And if you suspended a woman, and they say that woman from they expel that woman. So the same thing the woman was talking about, Prince. You see it. You see everything come together now, Liberian people. And the woman talk about our mineral. Sure. Yeah, 2 years ago, people that in the country that can come as a diplomat, they're not only diplomat, they have security, they have everything. Liberian people will just talking, will sell in a few days. Yeah, we must pay, letting the cat out of the bed. He's a whistleblower now. And whistleblower in Liberia, they got protection. He know what he's depending on. But we're not in the country, you know what he's depending on. But like other Liberians, they will leave the country before they let the cat out of the bed. But he know what he's doing. A lot of video, you want to go listen, probably print or play other one, but the one is so damaging. Our natural resources. The thing for the next generation of Liberian, I wanted people gambling. I see why the country is tough. They're doing all kind of shady deed. So to implement that shady deed, they have to get rid of him. They got to sack him because he was the obstacle. He was borrowing that program, man. But not knowing they got what recording them, having documents on them, that when he released to the international community, they will want Joseph Boakai. They say all the money you can come from, you'll be backing us for. You want to do shady deed concerning your natural resources? So CDC need to take this video. We're taking this video. We'll clip this video then together. I say you got to take the game to the United Party people. I think God Samuel 12, writing United Nations, ECOWAS, the European Union, the American government concerning witch hunt, weaponizing the justice system against the former finance minister for no reason. When the court decide to let him go free, they want to bring him back to justice, to put him in jail. It will not happen. It will not happen. Thank God he is letting the world to know, because a lot of people know him. The world being, a lot of great people know him. So Liberian people, women pay their lele care out of the bed in different means. Even Prince will play another video set concerning Jeremiah Kun and Tomo Falane. But Prince, the man is a whistleblower.
So my brother Jake, the first thing I want people to understand and to look at is, before we even start going deep into this discussion, let's look at the setting where he went to go and disclose those things. Spoon. Why is it that I want to talk about the setting is because Payne knew very well that that was the same ground or the same platform they stood to
Yes.
lie on the government to remove the government. They know that that was the sacred ground that was
Yes.
used to spread their mis and disinformation. You see, Payne going on that particular platform is to tell the world that do not trust these people. They cannot be trusted. Don't trust this place. This was the place that we came. We concocted the lies against these
Mm-hmm.
people. This was the place that we came here. We were here, very here, to tell the world that Jefferson Tamakoji was the one who murdered Shalom Musu. That the place where we were when we told the world that President Weah had 3 children kidnapped in the bag he was passing with it. This was the place we came to tell the
Mm-hmm.
world that $16 billion President Weah took it and he had it behind his house. So he went there first of all to tell the Liberian people that this was the place that we concocted the lies. And I am here today to use the same ground to expose the very people
Yes.
who use their place here to lie to the Liberian people. It was very strategic. He could have used any other platform, but why he chose to use that platform?
Ebisa. 1 minute, Ebisa. Are the kind of things Spoon can pay for? When you say that, when you say you get documents and video, put this one to bed. Probably he finish. Listen to me. I'm a puzzle player. Probably he finish giving that video, the document to Spoon talk already. They prepare that document will come up later. The video then will come up. Let me ask the followers here. Who flagged the 4-year mansion? Nobody knew about that 4-year mansion. Let me tell you something, followers. Let me tell you. Nobody within the United Party on each other. No, the leakage within the United Party because why the president is not in control. The president is feeble. He's feeble. He's 82 years old. He's feeble. He's not in no control. Yeah, I said 2023, Martin Jeremiah was talking about the president brain was going down. Was going down. Then imagine this year we're in now. Then we're talking about 2029. We're talking about 2029. Well, they say he'll be coming back. 2029, when you'll be 86 years old, Liberian people. It's an empty vessel they want to produce, they want to present to us 2029. He will be, imagine the president in control. Then you're talking about 2029, when you'll be 86, it will be an empty vessel. You're not even run campaign. You cannot go to the trenches, you cannot go to the various counties then. They will do the dirty letting now. They will fight to steal the election. Because let me tell you something before we divert quick. We're not diverting, but I just want to run around something quick. Probably before we leave the platform, we'll play Jeremiah's message, a speech in the podium in Nima County. Something disturbing in Nima, something ballot in that particular vice president. The man too desperate for power. So he know that all the things he said that the president brain will be going down. Now the same man now say the president will be on the ballot 2029. He will campaign for the president. Imagine Liberian, but I'll be 86. All of you get 86 year old people in your family. Or you have seen it, you have seen 86. You work into nursing home in America, all the American people that on the platform. You know how 86 years old looking in a nursing home, or even on the street, that is seeing formula what I will be in. So you'll be an empty vessel. The reality, they were using to prepare the election, to steal the election, that Jeremiah will become president in the twinkle of the eye. That's the game plan for them. But we're leaking the game plan ahead of time. So Prince, is the video. You're gonna take the guy, you tell it for you. Spoon gets something to do with this particular video. Let me tell you, he's very sneaky. He's feeling paying that man to come on the platform now to let the beans out. As you said, you put they went on, let them for his platform Imagine, print. Let me remind followers again. You imagine the government to buy all the radio station in the country. When you had a 100 group, you had a fraction of money. That 100 million, they got buying, wanted to buy all, he tested all these guys in the country. He wanted to buy all the finest journalists in the country, all the media institutions. Then he controlled the narrative. But he went to other people, they said, no, you nothing here. Disregard your money. But they may attempted to buy Freedom FM, all these radio stations there, BLT, all of them, he wanted to buy it. Then he had Ronnie C in a corner to control this, because he get a big newspaper, that dying print paper, that is on water now. But then they control the narrative. Then the whole country will believe them. That the game they wanted to play. But smart journalists in our country never allow it. Imagine where you went to. We get radio station and plenty in the country. 37 radio station in Liberia. Why you go on one? We got to go to that particular one. He call him. He pay him. He pay for presentation. He pay that particular platform. He said, listen, the people do me dirty also. The people did me dirty. I supported the president. I raised my crew brother. I raised. So Lofi and I together now. I buried George Weah on lies and propaganda. I brought all of them. I was financing Henry Costa, paying all these guys then. When I have medical money, 100, he is group of 100 million, they got 100 million out. That boy was spraying that money, get a peanuts to control that narrative, destroy his own. He brought all of them. He brought front page Africa Ronnie C. That everybody would look at the headline in the country. They have so hate pieces on George Weah. That was the narrative. Today, it backfire in your face. You cannot play with the chosen one. George Weah got an ego eye. He's not like all of Liberia. Let me tell you, people, George Weah not like all of Liberian. No, he's a special made, special person that God created. You like it or not. What the other name crumbling, he said, listen to me. I will pay back. I will pay back. Come on my channel. I will bring down the Unity Party horse that they game they own. Why something print? I told you something happening small. It's about 2027 in the middle to 2028. The horse will be on fire. Our political landscape, you will never see how it will be. You will never see it ever in our history. People with junk shit. Clandestine. They will see videos upon video recording. People will be on people. They grew up in the legislature where they will be fighting to become senator and representative. The game is on 2027. If you cannot stand the heat in the kitchen, you must leave that kitchen. Liberia be the hottest country. The heat that will be in that country. The lies, the propaganda, the AR video, different form. That was spreading. He went on that particular. They pay him to go to that platform. For Spooner to do the damage, more will come. But it's good for us. Well, that people getting to know the real story. Nobody can lie today again. The government crumbling, small. Nobody fighting them. Who say, yeah, they're fighting themselves. Followers, women pay or inside. You're gonna take a video there for joy. You're gonna take a statement to say, oh, I just because he's angry, they lose a job. No. Not because he's angry, he lose a job. He worked on Ellen Johnson said, as Prince said before, he was critical also. For me, he's a double agent. He was plenty within the Unity Party. For the particular round, he letting the cat out of the bed now. And Liberia and sedition. And you have restored this video. You keep all a clip, a damaging. He was former Secretary General. Now let's see group of guys suspended Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and expel whatsoever. All of them. He has signature to expel Ellen Johnson Sirleaf from the Unity Party. He's an insider. He get beef with Jeremiah Kun. You know who in that guy corner? Gafon is in his corner. The finance minister that control the budget, that control the money, is in Roman Pay corner. the infighting that will happen within the unity party. That Jeremiah couldn't be parading and said that. Praying that what I'm saying here, the CDC are stubborn. The easy path to getting for the election. It will nothing, it will bore me. If they are stubborn, praying if they only are the election in Africa to win an election, not the Western world, what different. Where they get people get computer system, different kind of RDing to tell you. I told Liberian people something here. I'm flagging it ahead of time. Several election is 2028. Several election is 2028. Malabio went running. And I know she will win. And I know they will win. She will win. If they win the election in Several, Liberia will wash up. They will put millions of Several in Liberia to vote for Joseph Boakai. You look at the relationship. When I say I quit to talk my teenager, you can say, Jay, where you the car coming from? 2028 is an election in Several. If Malabio Web win, it will not do nothing to protect our election. You will see Several acting like Liberian document to vote for the Unity Party. You will never believe it. They will cross that border. They will prepare 3 months ahead of time. I just letting it. I'm breaking the other puzzle here again. I'm letting it up. 2028 is Several election. Malabio is in connection with the president. They are all Severalian. Who he will support? Who his work will support? You see, he had beef. Malabio had beef with George Weah. When George Weah was ruling the country, they never used to see eye to eye. Now, you can see it now. You remember they said they program for $360 million road project from Liberia going to all the way to that Sierra Leone South. The program, that's for that ceremony. Who get a whole project? It's Malabio company. You do your own research. Half of the money from Liberia, but Malabio they hailing the company. How can they hear the thing starting on Liberia? No Liberian company involved, but several Lunian company that Malabio we cronies them. Liberian people by here wake up and be smart here. You think I got talking? I want to let Liberian cities here in Morocco. You think I'm not talking in Morocco? You think that muya eh? You think muya and muya go win election? Why you win the election? We're talking about it's a deep state going on. You gotta dig out these people playing and flag a hair of time. I say in our in Liberia 2029, I'll always say either make Liberia or a break Liberia. Me, I'll always talk about 2029. I'll always say because I know what they got they capable of doing. If you can see all the names to be talking, Joe not coming back, Joe not coming back, Joe not coming back, they still talking it. That's the only man they fear. You think Joe not in a way who will stay in the Unity Party? Nobody will stay in the Unity Party. So please, we got to be very, very vigilant. Take the blue by the phone and tackle these people from outside.
And you know, my brother, with this particular Womope revelation that we are seeing, that's why we continue to say to the Liberian people, and it becoming clearer on a daily basis. Because sometimes when we say it, we feel that we are saying things based on maybe just on our political affiliation or our personal affiliation. So now, sometimes sedition, you're angry. So they know that we are friends, whatever. So what will you say about Wilmer P? What will you say now about Wilmer P? Those things that he said. And they are concerning. We are seeing it. According to Wilmer P, their plan was to ensure that they get him off the way. And that is the vice president, Jeremiah Kuhn, plan. Because you see, the clever thing that Jeremiah Kuhn is doing, when you look at what Wilmer P said, Jeremiah Kuhn is building an empire within the empire. or in other words, building a government in the government. Jeremiah Kun is not using the very unity partisans who gave him the opportunity to serve in their party. He's using different people. He's using outsider. He is building his own government while he is in the government. So the people who he feel are threat to him, I mean those unity partisans who he feel are very critical of his, his dealing, of his maneuvering, what he is doing is that he is cleverly getting rid of them, bringing in confusion and getting rid of them. That's what he is doing. He is cleverly getting rid of them. He is doing everything to undermine them. You listening to Wemope? Wemope said that this whole thing is the brain work of Jeremiah Kun. He talked about the mineral, and like you said, that's the same thing the EU ambassador said. Now, how did you think about it, that the EU ambassador was able to be exact, to say what she was able to say what she said the last time? Why do you think she was exact? Look, these people, they speak to these international companies. They have meetings, they talk, because some of these companies are owned by people who are their citizens. Their citizens, they share in these companies. So when they come up to make this allegation, they're not just making it sometimes out of just, mere talking. When the EU ambassador decree said that the vice president is controlling, he get a hand in the mineral, in the money, something, the government got angry and said, oh, we want a woman to be here. She interfering in Liberian matter. She doing this and she doing that. The man who served as the mine bossman, the man who was the head, the eyes of our mineral in Liberia, the man who is almost like somebody would say a relative to Jeremiah Kun from the same tribe, the man come to say, so why you want to tell the man now? So why you want to say, oh, that president we are paying, or you were paid by the opposition for him to say what he said the last time? Look, what is happening in this government, like we are saying, there is something the both people can say, implosion is what is happening. They will implode, they are imploding. When they say explode, it means the thing but boom, then it scatter. Implode, it means it just in bakara. It just botch in. And this is what is happening in this government. Look, the guys are stealing to the extent anybody who is in the government, to some extent, you have a good heart and you want to see the good thing being done, they will get rid of you.
And bring me as it quick.
Yeah.
We won't pay that the president, so look, that the president fire him. A president that everybody work for the president.
Sure.
Why Jeremiah Kun convince the president to sack him? The president and Jeremiah Kun. Why Jeremiah Kun convince the president to fire Wemope? What do you think?
It's very simple.
Mm-hmm.
Before answering this question, I will carry you back to the FOIA issue. Why you think Guinea take our land? And that because, according to Wemope, but we said it in here a long time, they were using the Makona River to mine money. We continue to say here, we said it yesterday and we say it here today. Joseph Numa Boakai is a criminal who understands how to steal and how to enrich himself. They may have been working government long time. He understands government stealing, koyokayati. This man is heavily concentrated in the mining area because he believes that the place you can get good money from. The other, how you call SOE, state enterprise of money, you will not eat it too much. But when you put your hand in the mining, the way you will get the money. So the reason why he was convinced by Jeremiah Kun was because Joseph Numa Boakai is in this cookie jar. He wants to get his own court. That is it. He wants to get his own court. He is in the full know. That's what we continue to say to people. Joseph Numa Boakai is in the full know of everything that is happening. Remember what Wemope said? Wemope said the president called him and said, oh, pay. The people then complaining. What happened?
Yeah.
So the people then talking. Then he told Joseph Numa Boakai, say, Papi, the people don't want to do business as usual. They want steal. They want to do things up and down in the most corrupt way. And he said, okay, according to Women Pay now, Women Pay said the president, okay, that's true. Just go, don't mind the people, go and work. Now go and work. The next week, it was less for him.
Yeah,
So why
exactly.
you Boakai did that? Because my brother, Boakai is in the know of everything. Even they drop something, Boakai is in the know of it. He know the people who are trading this drug in Liberia, because these were the people who helped him yesterday. So you want to tell me just that you Boakai know about firing? How you call Women Pay? He is aware. He is aware.
So let me ask you another question.
Yeah.
The way women pay letting the cat out of the bed, acting like a whistleblower now. So you're not yet. For me, there is a reason why I believe in talk quick. I mean, he talk now. He talk. When he changed a position, he was thinking the president will reassign to another place.
Yeah.
But he waited, nothing coming. So he said, let me let the cat out of the bed. With this situation running now in the country, the viral video that circulating, everybody discussing it. You think we will be part of the unity party still? They will trust him?
My brother, in my view,
Mm-hmm.
what I'm looking at, Women Pay, one of the issue that he has is working on his behavior to be able to relate to other people. Or how do I put it? Let me put it this way. I think one of the issue that he is having, Women Pay is somebody who, whatever he says or however he look at things, he feel that it is the right way and everybody must go that way. That is, if you believe that this is the right way, let other all go that way. Anybody that object to it, anybody that say otherwise, no, you are wrong. He is right. Womope is that kind of person who believe that what he say or what he is convicted by, it is the right thing. And if any other person come to, say otherwise or to come and inject another thing, he disagree with it. So I think he needs to work on his behavior of, let's say, trying to coexist in an environment that that people will be critical of his view. Now, with the question that you asked, whether people will trust him again, whether the Unity Party will trust this man, or whether he will even come back. In my view, as far as I am concerned, the Joseph Numa Boakai Unity Party is done with Womope.
He get his face a fan base. He can put up. Okay, let's say we more pay call on Raleigh yet now. You think we more pay can put what 2,000-3,000 people together?
Well,
5,000 maximum. 5,000. The way what small Jefferson continue to take the whole Monrovia name. We more pay that kind of charisma, that kind of zeal.
Well, I have not seen that from Webon P. I mean, as an individual, following him from the alien regime, I've not seen that. I mean, as an individual, all of the time that he has been, in that particular position of maybe people rallying around him, has been through a political establishment. It has not been like him as an individual, that get, let's say, that get the kind of fan base like that. But again, I think with what is going on, with what is happening, and the whistle that he is blowing, there are people who will gravitate towards what he is saying, but not necessarily gravitate towards him. It is possible that I can be able to gravitate towards your message and not to you. I can take your, but not to you. So I think people are getting to realize, because when we say A, people say, oh, people don't get political ambition. But a man who from there now is saying it. So people are getting the information. But no, the government.
Let me say the other one again. I tell people I'm a puzzle player. I quit to put things together. People within the Unity Party, they dare to that talk. Before they fire them, they sack them. So my question to you, Prince, or to the followers here, you let think deeper. He said, Gafan, in the corner of Gafan, all these guys, Kofi Woods, all these people, the hierarchy of the Unity Party, were still working within the government. They fire him. So my question here to the followers, in the other group of the Unity Party, because they won't voice out, they won't talk now because it's so early. So they're using way more pay. They say, listen to me. Jeremiah can infiltrate and Tomo Fala won't infiltrate our party. So go ahead and do the damage. We'll protect you. They will give you funds. Look at followers. I'm looking at the other side. Because this man, when they fire him, he waited. Women pay waited. He not just talk that. It take months and months. So my question to you here, the Gafuan, all these guys, the real Unity Party, that die and breathe in Unity Party. Jeremiah Cruz are all sal up on the NDR on the CDC, Tomo Fala Pala. That source from the CDC. So you think they're putting us on the say, listen, we cannot talk before we lose our job. But you do the dirty job for us. You go outside and talk, we'll back you.
My brother, definitely that is what's happening. The thing is, Wemope is being empowered by those people within who feel that their party, their government has been taken over by strangers.
Yeah, Sir Joseph.
He is definitely being pushed by these people like the likes of Augustine Pehi Gafuan, you know, how you call him, Francis Akila Yimale. I mean, these hardcore Unity Party people. They are the ones that are pushing him out to fight this fight. And the reason why they are doing this thing is because, look, the fight in the Unity Party is deadly more than World War I fight. I'm telling you. The kind of fighting that is going on in this particular Unity Party, that one the party cannot achieve. Because they are fighting on too many fronts. You want fight opposition. You want fight the one. You want fight that one. So you have lost focus on the agenda of the Liberian people. You have lost focus of your arrest agenda. They're fighting too much battle. The battle that Unity Party fighting, my brother, is too heavy. It's heavy. You're talking about Wemope, forget about Wemope. But there are people, like for example, look at how he call himself this guy that was at Ministry of Commerce, Ami Moda. Ami Moda, these are people who are supporting how you call him Wemope. Ami Moda is part of it, supporting Wemope. There are many people who are supporting Wemope. Because the thing is, they feel that their revolution is taken over by strangers, and they are saying it. Now, it is not that Jeremiah Kun is empowering the Unity Party people. Because, take for example, when you are part of the Unity Party, the people feel that maybe the vice president will start working with, you know, the Unity Party people, empowering them, calling the Unity Party and say, look, they can let work. But the man is ostracizing them completely and bringing in different people altogether. He is building, that's why I said from the beginning, the man is building a government in the government. That's what he's doing. He's building a government in the government. So he is kicking away the Unity Party people, the hardcore Unity Party people, and bringing in people who he believes and feel that will be able to push his agenda.
And one thing I noticed too, you said that you nearly just now. What actually getting rid of, okay, they get Lofian a Unity Party, real partisan. Why is it okay? Maybe Braga will be under the picture very soon, whatsoever. Let me tell with somebody within the Unity Party to be my vice presidential candidate. But why are you lying with Tomo Fala? He's an Osalo. Tomo Fala too is an Osalo. Why you got a line with Tomo Fala now? You want probably to take over Lofa, Tomo will take over Lofa, and either be a vice, and you take Nima County. But the real Lofin that you met there, all these names that you just name here, all these that Gafuan name, all these people. So Gafuan too cannot be vice presidential candidate to you in case he take the mantle of authority. But why Tomo Fala come from the wing of the CDC? Another question here. Is the old man prepared Tomo Fala to replace him as vice president because he broke cola with he broke that cola with Tomo Fala? He never did to know all Lofian before within the Unity Party. That one Sakala Imana say you won't be door, you must be door, you won't be care, you must be care. The one that you will pay letting the care of the base Nimo that now group that just support Boakai, that are own group. So what financing Nimo? So who financing the Nemo, that Boakai financing Nemo, or that Jeremiah Kun financing Nemo? And here Thomas Fala money.
My brother, here is the issue. The Unity Party, that's what I said from the beginning. The fight that is happening in the Unity Party is bigger and deeper than we are looking at. The first thing is that the Jeremiah Kun group, the hardcore members of the Unity Party, they feel that Joseph Numa Boakai is not in charge.
Yes.
That man is absent-minded completely.
Yes.
You were the first to go to him. He just a time code. You used to have him
Yeah.
the first to go, you win.
Yeah.
You the first to go, you win.
Exactly.
So what is happening now, my brother, with this Tifa and how you call and Jeremiah Kun and their nimble business? Because Joseph Numa Boakai is a tribalist, he believed that one of the person that to some extent will be able to protect his interest will be Tomo Fala. Joseph Numa Boakai gave a hint about the Unity Party. I can say this for sure. Joseph Numa Boakai gave a hint about the Unity Party. Boakai, look, the guys who are within Boakai is destroying the Unity Party. That's what Boakai is doing. He's destroying the Unity Party. Boakai is now building the institution. He is building those individuals who he believes that can give him something in his pocket. So when you see aligning with people like Tomo Fala, is because one, he's a tribalist, and in that myopic and small mind, minute mind, they believe that Thomas Fala, to some extent, can be able to take a significant chunk of the CDC. In their small mind, that's what they think. That's what they think. You see, betrayal will always, people who are betrayers, they will always, it's the birds of the same feather flocks together, right? You know what Jeremiah Kun did to Prince Johnson?
Yeah.
Political godfather that brought him on board hand and said, "This is my son in whom I'm well pleased." Why you think he's aligning with Tomo Fala? Look at what Tomo Fala did. His political godfather, so to speak, President Weah, who took him from on the playing field and said, we can make you to be somebody that your people can depend on, Liberia can depend on. You can be a voice. What did he do?
Betraying
that particular individual. So you see, this thing is almost like a spirit. That's why I always tell people that, my brother, this life that we live in is physical, is spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
This life that high looking like people who are doing well in life. They may not be people with clerical around their names, they may not pastor, they may not priest, or they may not imam. But people who are doing good, people who are doing well, are people who understand the physical and understand the spiritual. This life that be balance. The energy that you get, it can attract that kind of people around you. Jake, the people who are friendly with you, these are people who over the period, to some extent, you guys have some things in common.
Oh, yes.
Anybody that come around you, that your behavior is different from theirs, maybe croak or so, they will immediately go away. Man, I remember stream, man. They got some of our friends. They may be friends, but we are not friends like that. Because friends say, man, I remember how to deal with. Even though you're a friend, but you will never see them around you like that. Your friends will just be like this. Then, I'm a man, you know what, together, this, that. But they will never be around you like the way others will come around you. You will sit down, you'll do things in common.
It's true.
Spirit attracts spirit. So the reason why you will see Jeremiah Kun aligning with people like how you call or Tomo Fala is because they have that same spirit to betray people who help them, people who gave them an opportunity to betray them. So Jeremiah Kun will feel comfortable working with Tomo Fala because he know that Tomo Fala, he gave a hint about whatever they call dignity, whatever they call gratitude. He know that this is a man who will even sell his left toes in order for him to achieve the now. So you see their behavior, it aligns with each other. So they will follow each other. They will follow each other. So in the mind of Jeremiah,
so Tomo Fala is a new godfather for Lofa now.
My brother, that's what they are doing.
So all the Lofian within the Unity Party will get that position. The local organ, a key from the CDT side, to be the godfather of Lofa County now, to replace Joseph Boakai.
My brother, when you look at this whole Nimbo thing, look at the Nimbo. You think Thomas Fala is attracting different people? That's also Unity Party people. And you are there recent. Look, when even did his launching,
Yeah, in America there.
You saw people who were different people. You saw, seditions, or you saw members of the ANC.
No,
They
no,
were
no.
also Unity Party people
Yes,
who
no
are
Unity
for
Party in
Lofa.
America.
I wasn't Lofa people. That didn't want the Lofa
They
people.
want that
That
money,
didn't want.
man. Print that whole haul that money they want that for him. That
Yeah,
money, nothing else.
that was so the same Unity Party people. And you see, for me, I think this is good. It's good that
Yeah,
it's happening the way it is happening.
yeah, it's
Because
cool.
the guys, they are not clever. They are not looking at the statistic. They are not asking themselves the sincere question. Who are those that Tomo Fala bringing in? Is he convincing sedition? Let's look at the program that he had in Liberia.
But you can bring one tradition here, he said.
Did you see any screen's face? Or the faces around you, were they screens? They're also Unity Party people. The same very Unity Party. So who are you recruiting? It almost like, take for an example, you tell somebody, you say, look, my man, go, maybe in the church, the people can say, go and do evangelism. And the same people that are in your church are the people who you going to. You say going evangelize them. Why are you supposed to go out to go win new souls? And the reason why people like Thomas Fala will not go out and will not convince anybody new is because the people know that he's a traitor.
Yes.
I can be with you as a friend, and I can decide to disassociate with you, and I can still have the respect of the people who are around. They will
Yeah.
still look at you as somebody who is very respectful, somebody who understands and appreciates friendship. The last thing that you will ever want to do is somebody who help you to think that you can undermine them and go on your own, and people will trust you. Even those who you will see around you for the minute, they don't trust you. They are with you, but they have it at the back of their mind. They may is a traitor. Don't trust this man.
But look common example, Sir Joseph. I told people this story. Look at Sir Joseph. Sir Joseph during CDC time, we can play you video upon video during the campaign era. Sir Joseph was a mover and shaker. Liberian people, you look at Sir Joseph now. You look at a charisma. You look at things then now. I tell you something. I say Sir Joseph lose himself. Sir Joseph, not only Sir Joseph, people knew that before the Ebola tea, whatsoever, all the new or rinking. When I made appearing, see people. Look at the main posture. That be real here to ourselves. The man looking older than George we are. Unkept. I will say a raw here because you let me sugar coat. How get millions of dollars, Liberian? They're facing fire, man. How get millions of dollars? As people claim, I'm a millionaire in a country. You see me coming, sir. He unkept. He seriously unkept. You look at the dominion. He poor in structure. Everything about him different now. Because why? You cannot outshine your master. Let me read the book of power until that master gave you blessing. The thing they were doing it. Look at Sir Joseph. I remember, see, these names to be discussing Sir Joseph in the corridor. That maybe Sir Joseph will become vice presidential material or presidential material with Joe. We are not in the picture. They were taking Sir Joseph name. They were taking Thomas Fala name. Even Kofa were not in the picture. Say when Joe were not around, be Falanti Kofa name. No, that yeah, lately. But the people they were looking at, the young people they were looking at. See, the sedition means to believe in Thomas Fala. That this man probably they can take over our party in case the president retire or the president resign. Sir Joseph name were all in the corridor. They used to talk about Sir Joseph name. But look at the dominion of Sir Joseph name, Prince. He loses step. Liberian people are made on the air. Liberian people, let be real here, man. We know Liberian people like bluffing, Benny. Liberian men will like bluffing. You are made on the air. They will see, they gotta see the money in you, but you will be super. But they're looking older than George Weah. The face alone, everything. The zeal not there anymore. So you can't let out the room again. No. Spiritually, you can't let out the room. They're in a dark place. They acting like the forming party. Who can hear about Sir Joseph that before? Nothing. Thomas Falapa, you will spend his money. I said the only way, let me tell you, Liberian follower, the only way, if something happened to the president now, if anything happened, Jeremiah couldn't become the president, and he will select or appoint his vice president, maybe like how Thomas Father will come along. But I'm telling you, I'm saying it here again. I probably will not get too much long time because the vice president went in Nima County to feel here he can bring out numbers. You not even bring out numbers. Let me say something to sedition here now. I've seen it over and over. Jeremiah couldn't believe he would take Nima. Now his vice presidential candidate, who is maybe will be Thomas Fala, will take Lofa. You gotta listen carefully. You gotta play the game to these guys thing. Liberia, let me go first on Nima County. And then the Bali here, they must share this video. You know what happened in Nima during the election. Joy did best for the Nibalian. But Prince Johnson said it was not enough. Whatsoever did beef happen, it passed now. Prince Johnson says no more. Jeremiah couldn't believe when he take Nima, he can deliver Nima. Then Thomas Father will deliver Lofa. Then they will manure other people, or they will do all kind of shady thing to take other countries. The NEC, the way of God from the Unity Party will declare them president 2029. If Joseph Boakai is not in the race, I just saying something. If Joseph Boakai is in the, because he said Joseph Boakai running 2029, he will be 86. He will be feeble. So who will be running campaign? Lofa is no go zone. I'm saying it here. It's no go zone. See, when I even put money near Lofa to say they went campaign, you keep your money. Maybe representative teenager can do your thing, but presidential, you might even put food. They will intimidate you. Nima County. Jeremiah Kunwa with Prince Johnson, when Prince Johnson did a damage in Nima County, he know how they did that damage. They know how they intimidated people, stole ballot boxes. Teachers voted wrong because Prince Johnson now wanted George we had to win Nima. And you see how many marching. So he know the dirty game. They know that the MDR, all of them know the dirty game that they in Nima County. I say sedition. If you want to win the election in the first round, I'm looking in their camera and they call me the bomb, the president, the former president, always call me the bomb. If you're Fakao, are your business. If they take Lofa, we take Nima, we win the election. We take it. I'm telling you, nobody will go on job we have ticket. Besides Samuel Coker. Because if Samuel Coker is our vice presidential candidate, followers, Jeremiah will not play the damage. You know why? Samuel Coker with Prince Johnson, Jeremiah all of them were together. They know what they did in Nima County. And you think Samuel Coker too will be vice president? That tomorrow he can become somebody great. You think that won't be representative or senator? Samuel Coker too gonna be vice presidential candidate. We're not taking nobody in. They can put, because I'm telling you, he know the dirty game in Nima County. If he's on what ticket, Jeremiah Kun will crumble. You will see video upon video. I'm telling you again. I'm telling sedition again. A hell of time. I saw Jeremiah Kun making statement in that place, like he owned that place. It will take the real song. You leave like your see. Let me ask follower, what country you will take your vice president from? So you'll get Nima to Jeremiah. We're not getting no ballet for Nima County on what, we're not getting Coker on what ticket that know the dirty job. If he vice presidential candidate, you think Jeremiah Kun will go put for there? Jeremiah have Morovia for him. Kema County, she. United Party not taking nothing from Kidman. We will play video how they kill that children in there. How Greco come massacre that children. You lead that whole side. Bombing there. Amara Kone will convince them to come to the ticket. I'm saying something to your people here. Nobody, me, I don't want nobody in Nima County. I want Coca. You know why I want Coca? Coca will do the dirty job. He will expose Jeremiah Kun.
So, my brother Jake, why you
anytime bring on it, why you don't take part inside? Yes.
No, because for me, I must be fair and to be frank with you. For now, I don't feel the vibes in how you call in Koga.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
know.
Wait.
That's
Thank
just
you.
me.
I like it. Okay, Pisa Coca. Okay, if you don't take vice presidential for if you don't take nobody for Nima, how can win Nima? That have small family. That the follower and listen here too. They can read that comment. It will not get nobody from Nima County. How can you win Nima?
So what happened is that
yes,
with this Nimba issue,
yes,
there are many factors that we need to take into consideration. I am one person that is of the belief that this thing people can say that Nimba is the king's maker or the vote for Nimba is the one that can make somebody president. I don't believe that.
Now why you lose the election? Now why you lose the Nima?
One of the reasons why we lost the election to Nimba was because those counties, like for example, the southeastern county, when you look at the number of absentees voters was very high. We did not really do much in focusing on that area to ensure that our people goes to the pool. I might be wrong.
You're wrong, Prince. You're wrong.
We did not do much in educating our people to ensure that they turn up to the pool. When you look at the number of absentees voters or people who did not show up, I mean, in those areas that we refer to as our stronghold, you will see that if we could pull the vote, that vote could significantly shrink Nimba vote plus the
Okay.
military that we're going to get there. It could shrink.
Okay.
Even if we're going to get, like, for example, let's just take an example. We got, let's say, 30% or 20% vote in Nimba, plus the huge number of turn up from our people in the southeastern region, like the Grand Jita, the Maryland, the Riverside, Grand Crew, and whatever, that vote could significantly cover up what was actually won the opposition in Nimba.
Prince, let me say this, yeah. No hard feeling. You are a stubborn sedition here. I finished noticing it. Let me tell you, let me break the camera back here. Let me tell the followers here. Lead a job we are with Prince Johnson. Why either Gondo or Nibadin never won Coca on the central position. Why she never won? Answer me.
Well, it has to do with the tribal business. These people in Nimba too also have this tribal voting sentiment. Where you have the Manos, you have the Gills. So it's like everyone will some way or the other get attached to
the thing that you'll be talking it here, you won't get an election away the way you're talking it. Let me tell you something.
The thing is, my brother.
Any intimidated that only banning woman in Nima County, Jeremiah Kun and Coca and Coca.
Yeah, she was intimidated.
The people know you start acting like you're smart. Sedition that made me never sometimes. I want to say I'm not sedition, I'm a friend of the president. When I want to say when the president ain't nothing again, the day the president announced, all of politics, I concentrating on my left and my people. My battle years I get on the F yet. I don't get time for y'all bring politics because some all know George Red and when we talking. Because I feel noticing something about CDC. And the same stubborn that was stubborn, they bring Queen Johnson to the president. Oh, we Nima. We get there. We're developing Nima. It was not enough. There's something they call God. Lofa. But let me tell you something here. You're so fakao. Lofa is no go zone. But when I even try to go to Lofa to waste tax to waste money. Lofa are no go. If the people take Lofa and they take Nima, don't say good. When the next election, that time you will try again. You listen to me. We get that ball on one ticket. It's the greatest fear. Jeremiah would lay down and fear and die. Let me tell you, he know that they got. I say, I'm telling you here today, pray. I said Jeremiah couldn't get up. I said Coca get an audio, 2 audio. I will say a year again before I'm not talking on that topic again because I finished this edition in Harry. And you will bite your finger. You think election I'm joking? And the same thing you are downplaying, Nima Kante, open just not important, you not go follow there. Garage you do the lot to you. I will call it Nina here. The lot to you. That I see you do the become senator now. You think Coca are joking, Nima Kante? You think the children are joke? If the MDR on our side, that way Jeremiah, we need to take Coca quick. We not need to waste time. Let me tell you, it's on your own. Me and living from Western World left here. We'll go like bro, go for our vacation, we come back. Everybody looking for that money. But for CDC to come to power, we need a Liberia. All these people you name him, they will surround him. All the woman, the Tiago Goro sister, all these guys on Nima who call up Cabo. He vice president. When you can see, when you can point manager how take their own ticket, how about him? Where he limited to become presidential candidate? What CDC and thinking? We talk about numbers. We talk about one win. We won't win. Any president saying you dance with the devil to come to power, they make dance with the devil and come to power.
Jake, you know, with this Nimba issue, right? What that happened in Nimba is just more than the voting or more than the number.
You are on the ground. You are on the ground. You are on the ground.
In Nimba, to some extent, I blame our own people.
Okay, you blame you. Imagine you are in power. You are in power. Now you're not in power. Then we just start playing joke here, man. It's not all the Southeast will be. It will take Nima Southeast no go soon. We divide the other your K-Mapa, they will not go there. Bombing. I calculated for first round of the election, I will not go to second round. First round, one time hit, 51 or 52%. President Joe elected. A quota is on what ticket. And I see Jeremiah Kunfing, in Morovia. You must never respect Jake. I will never come on platform.
Does he have to be on the ticket in order for us to get it? Let me just ask this way: does he really need to be on the ticket in order for us to get it? Or
yes.
We can form
no
collaboration. Remember
it's not enough for him. It's not guaranteed. Let me tell you. Listen to me. They will stay with Jeremiah Kuna. Then you will stay with Jeremiah Kuna. They take that lofa. They come up and bring lofa, or he and Lufian bring lofa. They bring Nima. Then you see how they will swallow it. Let me tell you something. It will swallow Nima. Sa Ispat and no go zone. Monserrato, a Joria Paya, who will fight on Monserrato. Monserrato, by the president, putting number on water now. I talk about a Jeremiah Kuhn is press. I talk about a Jeremiah Kuhn is ticketed. Even Boakai on a ticket. Because Boakai on a ticket. Jeremiah Kuhn will bring. Here, Coca will bring Nima. Yes, also will repeat the same circle again. They will simply like same game with Prince Joseph the Highness. Prince Yamanam, yes, I'm all tired here. We're talking about winning election. What? But wait, you're gonna look up special brain to become for presidential. Jeremiah Kuna brain. Why they brought into the ticket? That the smartest man in Morovia in Liberia. Well, because Boakai wanted to win Nima Kante followers. He said, "I will dance with the devil." The devil you were talking about was Prince Johnson. Nobody else. There's no other devil. He was talking that kind of spiritual form, but people were talking it, they were taking it physical. He said, I would dance with the devil to come to power. Who was the devil in Nima County you were thinking about? That will bring Johnson, that will bring the vote to me. That's the devil you were talking about. Then they crucified at the end of the ride, the devil died on his wife. So to not repeat this cycle. Wait, you're welcoming, is that even near you're downplaying Nima County? You'll be a laughing stock. I'm thinking,
You know,
Jeremiah, maybe I'm wrong. Then you the do that can strategize for sedition, they will strategize for them to bring Nima country to that table. They sponsor Nima, all of they come together, get one. Okay, let me ask you, Prince, let me ask you here. Don't people let us you call sometimes. Okay, follow us. The coca I call for Nima. You're calling one presidential candidate for Georgia 2029. Everywhere you know. Nibali or Baso, you're calling me one vice presidential candidate that will match Georgia ticket that can beat 2029. Please, followers are backing you. You're calling me one. One, you know all the political actors in that bureau that will go with CDC and win. You shouldn't forget follower. This is a Champion League funder. Georgia beat Boakai. Boakai beat us. We'll go for the founder run and they may be 86 years old. Champions League founder. Champions League. The star is 1-1. We'll go for the biggest trophy. 1-1, the star. We'll beat Boakai, then Boakai beat us. That 1-1, Boakai and Georgia. If Boakai is on the ticket, the vice presidential candidate will be cool. Who will bring Nima? He bring Lofa. They will do that dirty job in the other countries then. They get the financial know-how, they get the money. All this is boiled down to money. You got to get a man that can play the dirty job because we saw it. In a Gondo where they do damage so hard. She even Nibali cook and bury her. Why I'm saying here, this is my reason why I want choosing on the ticket. If we choosing on the ticket, Jeremiah Kun, all I know is causing because he was then they were causing what doing the dirty job in the Liberia. They may just stop me. We want to get too much. So I said the follower, you're begging the follower, you're coming, you're promotion for me. Who can be vice presidential candidate to Georgia besides Samuel Coker? Come on, name me that person that can win or the ticket that can be won by 2029. But can anybody get a ticket? He can look at already. Someone for in a corner for Lofa. They will sit aside. They will say Jeremiah can spread money in Nima County.
You can't tell it.
Yeah. They got another let how they build up for a political war in Europe. It's different from Africa part of war. No, it's different. Africa part you're let it go easy. But all CDC got to look for money. The whole financial power is in the Unity Party hand. The CBL, Gafuan, they got control of the great economy. CDC left in power. You need millions of dollars for 2029. Without building the party headquarters, you need physical care, logistics, everything. T-shirt, sending people pulling. The international community power will bring video here to them that they will pull in a country that nobody will steal the election. That won't part of their strategy, their own strategy. I tell people something here, the 2028 election in America depends on 2029 in Liberia. I will know my reason. I get a dossier, 5-page dossier to get to the president, and they would listen to someone else. But they hard citizen and play the game, they play the game. But to come to power,
that is just my opinion. That is just
no problem. Everybody get out. Okay, but after now, name me one vice presidential candidate. You never want me because you want to look at you different. You want to look at you different.
No, not that. The thing is, especially when you are in this period of collaborating or trying to bring together.
What three me outside there?
No, there are names, there are people. That's why I say
okay. You know they really there for three powerful Liberian actors, political actors that can match Georgia 2020. Get 3 or 4. Just spread the name. You get nothing.
No, there are people right now, you know, right
yeah,
right
for
now.
Me 3. Please for me 3.
I would not want to.
You get nobody.
No. There are people there.
You are that citizen. You get no 3.
No. I will not want to call name for some
Okay,
reason.
call the countries. Call countries. Just call the countries. Just call the countries.
For example, there are people in for example, Bon County, right?
One. Yeah.
You get Bon County. That is one of the most rich county. You
Yes.
also get Lofa County. You get Lofa County. And
you take somebody from Lofa? You put Lofa?
You understand? You get
the president from Lofa. You put
so you say I should name county. So
let me ask you. And Georgia losing Bon County to we lose Bon County? April in the current election we lose Bon County?
Yeah, but there's a slim number. Yeah.
We lose Bon County. Don't sugar code here. Follow us. You are CEO. Do you have on a ticket? We lose Bon County. Follow us. You listen carefully. Malan Taylor was on the ticket from Bon County, but Georgia lose Bon County. I'm saying nothing. I'm saying nothing.
But anyways, I think time have caught up with us.
The matching. Our vice president on the ticket. Lose of county. Because she couldn't sway people. Wow. You're going to play fun. You're going to play fun. You're not going for another year, another 6 years. I would say, yeah, Jay won long time on one show. You need to come to power in Africa that joking. First of all, you need a financial capability. You need the money. I said, estimating CDC need $5 million now. $5 million. I'm joke. It's not chicken change. You're going to generate $5 million from any kind of partner, whosoever, lobbyists, whosoever to get interest in George Weah. Lord Justice. Lot of different things. Pool washer, there's the security, all kind of things. The people get the financial power, they control the economy. And the people say they're buying party headquarters, imagine you're building party headquarters with dollar rally with other contribution. But the people say in less than daytime, the people say they rally $3 million. Imagine. CDC, follow, see how the thing different? CDC was building party headquarters from 2 people from all around the world of life. They having dollar rally membership, all these things then. But so now CDC talk about party. United Party raised $3 million. How they raised the $3 million? Nobody saw it. It came from their own country. It came from the cover of the Liberian taxpayer money. How they raised $3 million? That's be real, yeah. They control the economy. CDC need huge amount of money to campaign in that country. And we left with the hierarchy. I will always say, the Munya will win election, then CDC is going to stay in power. Vice presidential candidate. Taylor was vice president to George Weah, but we lose our own county. Well, Joseph brought Jeremiah Kun and win Nima County. Now you say, when I take Koka to win, to challenge, we will see how when wrong in Nima. Me, I'm a Sicilian, I'm a high European guy. I want to know why George Weah, a Koka, what ticket now will know the reason why he lost in Nima County. They left for you. You can play your game. Now, as a follower, we're talking there now. You need one vice presidential candidate that can run to George and pull it off.
But thank you so much. Time have caught up with us. We gotta go. But thank you so much. We hope to be here again tomorrow. But thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, my people. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
We want to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and steal money, that I beg them. The money should be used to bless our people. Thank you and God bless.